Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your March reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. First card that I have is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is all about independence, having what we need for whatever, being well within our situation, our condition, our body, all of that. Feeling connected with the divine and in abundance by ourselves. Again, after I have the Eight of Wands, which is all about making moves, making things grow, going about, creating, response from the universe with our moves and our intention. And then I have the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands. What that tells me is that in order for this movement, this energy to kind of flow freely from an independent, fulfilled Capricorn state of being, making moves for his growth, for his, these two cycles have to finish. This is like blocking the movement. So if you feel some kind of stagnation right now, that what I've described, the two first cards, they're like, yeah, but it's not happening. I am blocked. This is why. Ten of Wands, you're carrying with you the end of your old cycles, of the way you used to do things. You have a hard time seeing what is in front of you. These two characters here are blocked when it comes to their capacity to see what is in front of them. One, it's because he's carrying all of his baggage, all that he has tried to do in the past, carried responsibilities and so on, and all of these things kind of are so heavy right now. At this point, one more straw breaks the camel's back. And here, well, there's uncertainty in front. It's like so many possibilities. They're not options, they're possibilities, in a sense of they're projections of our mind, because we create our reality. And here we are projecting with an emotional backup, the cups, all the possibilities that could happen. And so we see our dreams, the castle in Spain, and we see our nightmare, the dragon or the snake in the grass. All of that is the same. When I look at a situation, if I've been hurt before, because this is Venus in Scorpio, so if I've been hurt before, I've been betrayed before, I look at somebody, it can be somebody trustworthy. I could look at Gandhi without even knowing it and think, well, maybe that person is gonna screw me. That's the Seven of Cups. And so it's like this out of control perception, and we have a hard time reading situations, reading what is in front of us, reading people. And Ten of Swords, this is hitting also all the beliefs that we had and the way of thinking, of what we have allowed, what we haven't spoken, and so on, or that people have spoken or manipulated and so on. All the ways it has hurt us. And why? Ten of Swords. That's why it's the end of that road also. We cannot be fooled by old beliefs. We get a grasp of consciousness. We understand that this reality is a perception, and it is caused by our beliefs. So Ten of Swords, there's a grasp of consciousness coming after. There's a new beginning coming after the Ten of Wands also. A new spark of life and clarity in the Seven of Cups. And that will come when these two are like upright. So, under our Nine of Pentacles, there we have the Five of Pentacles. So we can see these are two different energies here. Here, independence, I know my worth, I welcome abundance, I have no problem with it. And here, I'm left out in the cold. I feel abandoned. I feel rejected. I feel not enough. I sacrifice and I don't receive anything in return. Five of Pentacles. And under that, we have the Sun, we have the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Well, Knight of Pentacles, this is our slow growth into this three-dimensional world. Four of Wands, when everything is on the surface and clear. Four of Wands and the Sun together, that's having a complete clarity on Four of Wands. This is, yes, how we are solid with our willpower. See, we have the wands here. How we can celebrate, elevate, and so on with other people, because everything is on the surface, everything is on the table. There's nothing behind the scenes happening, and it is clear. When my path forward is clear and filled with enthusiasm. This cannot happen if we have the Five of Pentacles left somewhere in our beliefs. And and when it's in Pentacles, we actually can see it in our life. Either people treat us like that, or our financial situation is very straining. We have a hard time allowing abundance in. Under our Eight of Wands, we have the Emperor and the Magician, two major arcanas, the Divine Masculine and our capacity to manifest. So, our Divine Masculine, if he's influenced by the Five of Pentacles, then he's going to sacrifice us. He's going to leave us in the cold. That means we're not putting all of our efforts into our own growth for XY reasons, usually a lot of unconscious ones. And the Magician here, in order to work the magic of life, all of our four elements have to be pure and upright. So if our grasp of reality and our self-worth is Five of Pentacles, then it will be impossible to manifest more than that. If we carry heavy baggage on our shoulders, then our willpower is spread through 10 wands. And our emotions are a bit conflicted due to old wounds and things like that. Venus has a hard time passing in with her abundance. Venus in Scorpio, Seven of Cups, and so on. So that's why under this we have the Eight of Cups and the King of Cups. There's a bit of water restoration here, from the Seven of Cups to the Eight of Cups, well, and the King of Cups. So that means our masculine side again. Sorry about that. Our masculine side is assessing and realizing at this point that his emotional baggage, what he has with him, is not fulfilling. And that is why he is leaving it behind here. And he has a wand in his hand. That is where his willpower is taking him, towards finding an Ace of Cups or a Two of Cups. Under the moon, that means it's an inner decision. So, King of Cups, your emotional wisdom here of how you will act in your life is making you take this decision. And then we have strength, because it will actually rise you from a perception of your lion into the perception of your higher self. Meaning, in your lion, because of what you've went through, what you've experienced, and so on, you kind of believe that. The lion is the composition, it's our animalistic side. So it has all the memories of everything we've went through since we were born. And like a computer, it drew conclusions. So I put my hand on the stove, it hurts, it's hot, bad. I'm not doing that again. Fine. But when it comes to I want to do something and I'm being told that I have to perform in order to deserve, or I have to be perfect and so on, all of a sudden there's that I am not enough coming in, like a program, or somebody abandons us, leaves us out in the cold. We take it personally. We take, okay, I am abandoned, instead of that person had to abandon. Poor them. It doesn't affect me at all. See, it's not the same. We take it personally and then we vibrate there. So, bottom of the deck, I have the moon. So you are going through a period right now where you have absolutely no signs of what is going on really out there. And so you will have different parts of you here. Those different parts of you are also represented here by the dark wolf and the light wolf, or the dog and the wolf. It all depends how you read it. It's like higher self, ego, or animalistic side. And so when we have no signs, nothing obvious out there, old reactions will come up. We will howl at the moon, react from what we have lived before, or rise above it. It's an occasion to rise above it, to have the perception of your higher self, to cross that path, cross those two pillars like a threshold that will bring you to the sun on the other side, to transformation. Leaving the old you behind, letting die what you don't no more need to carry, and becoming anew. So this is the quest of growth in a way, so that you can be more in your power of manifesting. And also when it comes to the divine masculines in your life, if the emperors in your life, whether they were your boyfriends, husbands, bosses, father, gave you that, it is time to make that quest and transform this. So let's clarify. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Capricorn for the month of March 2021. Capricorn. Okay, let's, whoa, who wanted to come out? The 6, okay. Let's look at the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. The star. And yes, the 6 wanted to come out. There he is. 6 of Wands. There's obviously here, see how she's pouring the jugs back into the collective. This is an act of faith. To let go of our old baggage is an act of faith. Not needing to hold on to it, because we know that other experiences of another nature will come down. We don't need to be proven right of how wronged we were done anymore. We're releasing it. And so here, this is why it's an act of faith. And this is why also, see, we call it the wish fulfilled card. Because at that moment, we are aligned with our true self. Not our story, but our true self. Not our lion, but our higher self. Aligned with our stars. And this way, yes, the universe can play with us in that moment. Six of Wands, this is coming back from war. He understands the lesson. And understanding the lesson in our lives is like coming back from war. We won't have to live that anymore. I won't need to live Five of Pentacles anymore. I understand where it comes from. I understand what it means. I've experienced it. I don't need to relive it and relive it anymore. I am willing to let it go. And so acknowledgement, not having to fight or prove anything, and faith. This is how you'll be in that true power here. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles right away. I'm going to do things differently, because this is the now for you. Of course, it's going to be at different levels for all of you. For some of you, it's a subtle Five of Pentacles. Others of you, it's big. Yeah, others of you, that Five of Pentacles created that Seven of Pentacles. Nothing was happening. You're doing a lot of efforts. You're doing moves. And you're not receiving anything. Five of Swords. Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. You actually believe that the universe has abandoned you, or whatever. Life is that. That is your reality. And see how your mind is actually convincing yourself. Or you have people in your life mirroring this to you and doing this to you. Every occasion they have to make you feel like that. Whether they are your insurance company or your co-worker or your boss or whatever, making you feel like that. So, if this is your reality right now, this is for you. Okay? Bottom of the deck, I have the Four of Pentacles. So, of course, the little you have, you will hold on to. Not to lose even more than what you have lost. And you will be mirrored people that are not very giving to you either. They are not available. They are not there. So, here, having the clarity and everything on the surface so that your growth can continue. King of Pentacles. Here we have another king. So, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Emperor. King of Pentacles is the one, and it's you, of course, Capricorn, and you're the one, we all have the Kings of Pentacles within ourselves. He's the one responsible for your comfort and abundance, making the moves, finding the solutions, seeing the opportunities and all of that. That's the King of Pentacles. Engaging himself long-term in fruitfulness. Here we have a lot of pentacles here. It's all about how you manage your reality here. And you see where there's a problem, it's not out of lack of efforts, but it's out of what you believe and what you carry. But clarity is going to come. And here, it kind of cut between the Nine of Wands and the Two of Wands. So, you know, all of this clarity here is going to make you take a new path, a new way of doing things, leaving behind the old way that you used to carry yourself and what you used to take on. Clarity is going to come on that. The Sun. Let's look at that Eight of Wands. The Sun again. Oh, I see now. Hermit. I see now my truth. I'm going to let myself guided by my inner truth more than what is supposed to be out there. So, not following what looks good on paper, but following what feels right inside. That's the hermit. His lamp is his truth. So he's always in agreement with his feminine and his masculine within himself, with his higher self. And so that's why he will do one move after another. Am I following my intuition? Am I following, how does that feel? And yes, I will do what it needs to be done. Clack. But always in accordance with these parts of me. Let's look at your Emperor. So making moves like that, and then the universe will respond. Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. So your masculine side here, associated with the wands, with your willpower, okay? So your willpower here, understanding the law of attraction, Queen of Wands. What I believe, what I carry will be corresponding outside. What we focus, on will come. That's for sure. With the wands, it's our willpower of what we will attract towards ourselves. But here, as a page, with the enthusiasm and the joy, you have the sun, the sun. It's not for nothing on the sun there's a child. It's like, this is my aspiration. This is what I desire. You have the sunflowers here on the Queen of Wands, and you have them on the sun also. That kind of, yes, this is my truth. This is my aspiration. I'm going to go that way. My fire. Following my pleasure. Magician. Two of Swords, Three of Cups. When I say following my pleasure, it's because it seems like your emotional state is crucial. Even if maybe you've discarded it before and think that, what I do, the moves I do, if I send 1,000 resumes out there, I'm going to get a response. But in the magic of life, that doesn't work like that. You could send 1,000 resumes and get no response at all, because it depends on your vibration, of how you're feeling also. The Magician has 4 elements. And here, Two of Swords, it depends on what is your truth also. Making a decision of what is my truth. Is my truth this? If you send 3,000 resumes with this energy behind it, you will not receive anything. You send 2 or 1 resume with this energy behind it, you will get a response right away. Our state of being is extremely important. It's not the move, it's how we make it, and what energy behind it. Let's look at that 10, 10, and 7 of Cups here. So of course, if you think that you will feel good and happy and in faith and so on when things will work and all of that. And well, that's your lesson then, to reverse this. I'll be happy when. No, you have to vibrate joy of life before. And I understand it can be hard, especially now that you are going to be, or you are in a period where it's all dark out there. But that's why it's the test. See it as a test and it will be easier to do it. But of course, free will. There you go. That's your lesson, Capricorn. There it is. These are all the distortions you could have had. And Two of Pentacles, that makes you, and here is the Queen of Pentacles. That is what is creating the disbalance in your life, making you juggle because you carry these things. The Devil is Capricorn, and it has very good sides to it in its capacity to focus and to put energy and discipline and so on. But it can have a tendency of looking at only half the reality, which is this world. And so survival at one point, when it becomes shaky and unknown, it will make even more efforts out there and discard the other three elements. Where is his mind? Where is his heart? Where is his will? So here, and see, it's affecting your Queen of Pentacles. And your Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, she's the one that will allow abundance in. And King of Pentacles will actually follow through with it. That's why they work together. They're usually very well set off. And so that means working with those two inside of you. The one that will allow abundance, that means that does not think, for her, she doesn't believe Five of Pentacles at all. She's not vibrating there. So that Queen of Pentacles with inside of you is like, yeah, abundance is normal. It passes through me. I allow it. It's normal that if I want to do something, I'll find, the means will arrive. I'll be supported. I'll be able to do it. Queen of Wands, I'll attract it. This is kind of what needs to be readjusted a bit. For those of you that need it, of course. Here, King of Cups, Eight of Cups. Oh, there was another card that was reversed, and we have Judgment. So there it is, perfect. Wheel of Fortune, Magician. This is all to put you back into your manifestation power. Judgment is rising the parts of you that believe that act like that, and looking at yourself and seeing, oh my God, I'm rising that part of me because I understand here. All those parts of me that believe that are not going to be in my unconscious anymore. They are revived, brought to my attention, to my consciousness, and I can pull a judgment on it. I can actually rise. Okay, now let's look at your King of Cups and the Eight of Cups. So making the decision of, no, more can happen to me. And so that's why I'm going to start making moves from that state of being. This is the whole clarity that is coming towards you. And here is the Chariot. And the Chariot is movement forward finally. Why? Because our unconscious and our conscious are finally going to be aligned. So look at what is hidden here. That means that those fives and that Seven of Pentacles are part of your unconscious. Beliefs that are hidden under the surface. Clarity is going to bring them up here. The sun. You're going to see exactly how you've been making moves, and that's why the Chariot, when things are not aligned, creates chaos, creates misery. When they're aligned, success, movement forward, aligned with my star. That's why he has a 8-pointed star on his head there. So following my aspiration, following my truth, and being in that state of vibration, of knowing, it's going to change everything. And there you go, strength here. It's going to make you cross the path of the moon here. Okay, Chariot, there you go. Success at the end of the month. Movement forward from the situation you are now, which, like I was saying, for the ones of you that don't see what is in front, what is going to be next for me, and insecurity and certitude. And here is the Page of Pentacle. Yes, finally having a pentacle in your hand, something solid and concrete. You know, having faith when everything is fine and dandy is pretty easy. But continuing to have faith, and faith in the sense that I described at the beginning here, you know, is much harder in darkness. And so this is a bit what we come to learn also, how our shadow part manifests itself, and how we can actually have control over it. Magician, Emperor. This is control on a new level of your life. So, yeah, I'm gonna call this manifesting, because you are going to be conscious of how you're manifesting, but of the invisible part of manifestation, not just the effort part. And it's going to make a whole world of difference for you, Capricorn. So on this, I'm going to send you all my love and light for the month of March. Thank you for watching, sharing, subscribing, commenting. I read all the comments. If you want a private reading, you can write to me. There's an email below. And of course, I will answer back, but not in the same hour. You can expect an answer within a day, sometimes two if I'm overwhelmed, and not on the weekends. So I have to say that so that you don't. And so apart from that, I'm going to send you all my love and light. Oh, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moon and full moon, like we just had, I'm going to send you, do a little ceremony to give you back. So on this, namaste. See you next month.